Customs and Border Patrol can detain you and deny entry if they suspect that you are coming to the United States for what has been coined as birth tourism. President John Mahama of Ghana and Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Ablakwa, you have a citizen here in the United States that's claiming that she and her son faced persecution in Ghana. This is recent news. I think that she's lying. I don't believe that she's facing persecution in Ghana. Social nurse here. Let's get into this interesting case that's going on in the United States concerning a Ghanaian citizen that traveled to the United States on a visitor's visa who is pregnant. And on that visitor's visa, a tourist visa, she's trying to get her son medical treatment, according to her. Isn't there a specific visa for medical treatment? I'm not sure. Let's get into it. Wait, a visitor's visa is broader than the tourist visa. The visitor's visa covers business and medical concerns for the person that's coming into the United States. So visitor's visa is broader, and to my understanding, she did have a visitor's visa. Nevertheless, I believe she's lying about being persecuted in Ghana. I'll put the article concerning this Ghanaian lady that's being detained in the United States. She flew in from Ghana with her 4-year-old son. She's pregnant as well. According to her, she arrived in the United States to get treatment for her son who has medical issues with both hands. I don't know what this lady was thinking. I mean, are they listening to the news over there in Ghana? Specifically, this lady. I'm going to try to pronounce her name correctly, but I'm not sure that I will get it right. But could she not have maybe tried Kenya? Or, well, not South Africa. Maybe some other nation. Maybe Australia. Maybe China. Maybe. Maybe South Korea. They have a governmental official in Ghana that is South Korean in heritage, right? If this lady tries to come into the United States, we know what President Donald Trump has going on here concerning these immigrants, including those from African nations, pregnant women. It's just a bad choice to have tried to come to the United States. I'm going to wish this lady well, because I think it's really unfortunate. I do not celebrate the disparity of any person or group. Pregnant woman from Ghana and her son are being detained at Dulles Airport. Dulles. A pregnant woman and her 4-year-old son from Ghana have been held for more than a week at a Washington, D.C. area airport, according to the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU. This article is dated May 28, 2026. Annabella Gayasi arrived at Dulles International Airport on May 19 with a valid tourist visa to bring her son to the United States for medical treatment. And she has been detained in a holding room by Customs and Border Patrol since then. So since this lady has entered the United States, she's been detained. And this is according to ACLU. Okay? The ACLU filed a habeas petition for Gayasi and her son on Tuesday, alleging that they are being detained despite long-standing regulations and policies requiring that certain at-risk individuals, such as pregnant women and children, be released. People are willing to take their chances. This is how badly people want to be in the United States, right? I believe, even though this isn't in the article, this is my belief, that this lady was going to overstay her visa and try to have her child now, or whenever the child's due. I have to continue to read, to gain birthright citizenship before the Supreme Court's decision of the interpretation of the 14th Amendment, just in case they decide with Donald Trump she wanted to get in here, overstay her visa, risk it, so she could have her child here. I'm going to call her Annabella from this point because I don't want to continue to mispronounce her name. So the petition that the ACLU filed, the habeas petition, also points to a court settlement that requires children to be transferred out of detention within 72 hours. This lady is 38 years old. According to this article, she first brought her son, the 4-year-old, to the United States in 2024 when he was 2 years old to see a specialist for physical abnormalities affecting both of his hands. This is according to the petition. Annabella was told at that appointment in 2024 that her son was too young for the corrective surgery. I've been seeing a lot about Ghana in the news lately. And they might have to ask the United States to return their citizen. They've retrieved their citizens from South Africa. They might have to do that. Where's Mr. Ablakwa? He's pretty good at his job. He needs to be contacting Marco Rubio. We'll see how this works out, but I'm just suggesting. So, Annabella scheduled a pre-operation appointment at a children's hospital and in Ohio and planned on traveling with the same tourist visa she had previously used, according to her lawyers. After landing at the airport on May 19, Annabella and her son went through U.S. Customs, where they were questioned about the purpose of their trip. Although Annabella has a valid tourist visa for her and her son, she disclosed the fear of returning to Ghana based on persecution she and her son faced. Miss Annabella and her son were taken into custody by CPB, Customs and Border Patrol, at the Dulles Airport. So I'm going to stop reading from the article, but I do want to add that Annabella is saying that the detention situation is terrible. Of course, her allegations are being denied by ICE or Border Patrol officials. I'll put the article in the description box so that you should read it. But so, what persecution is going on in Ghana? Really? I think this lady is lying about the persecution. But good luck to her at any rate, social nurse.